The screen fades in and Emmett is nowhere to be found. Not a word, not a glimpse, just silence and fear written on the faces of everyone who loved him. That silence speaks louder than any gunshot. Something terrible has happened. And fans are left asking, is Emmett dead? Or are the writers playing the cruelest trick yet? The trailer for Season 7, Episode 9 of The She opens with a heavy mood. There's no music, just a low hum in the background, almost like a heartbeat. The city looks cold and tense. Streets are empty. Lights flicker in the distance. But what's missing hits the hardest Emmett after everything he's gone through. This season, the trailer doesn't show him even once. Not his voice, not his face, just silence. And in that silence, something feels wrong. The next few scenes focus on the people around him. Keisha, sitting on a couch, staring into space, her hands shaking. It's clear she's trying not to cry, but her eyes are red and full of pain. Douda walks down a hallway in the hospital, holding her chest like she can't breathe. Darnell stands outside in the cold, his eyes looking up at the sky like he's asking the heavens for answers. It's not what they say. It's what they don't say. No one mentions Emmett's name. No one asks where he is. That absence screams louder than any words could. Then we see Tiffany, holding their son tighter than ever before. Her lips tremble. She whispers something to him, but the trailer doesn't let us hear it. That moment alone has fans in pieces. Online, the rumor mill has already started. Some think Emmett is seriously hurt and being kept on life support. Others believe he's gone, and the trailer is holding back the funeral scenes for the episode. And a few hope desperately that Emmett is alive and in hiding, waiting to make a powerful return. The trailer then shifts to Trig and Victor. They're walking down an alley, not saying a word. Trig's hand is wrapped in a bandage. Victor has a gun tucked in his belt. Both men look like they're hunting someone, like they're ready to make someone pay, and that only raises more questions. Who are they after? Who hurt someone they love? All signs point to one answer: Emmett. The writers of The She have always been smart with how they tease episodes. They know how to feed the fans just enough to stir panic, anger, and wild theories. And that's exactly what they've done with this trailer. The focus on reactions instead of showing the incident itself creates more suspense. It makes us feel like something terrible has happened, and we're only getting the pieces of it through broken hearts and heavy silence. So far, the only voice we hear in the trailer is Keisha's, and it's just one line. She says, "I told him not to go." That line alone has set social media on fire. Where did Emmett go? Was he trying to fix something again? Was he walking into danger? And did Keisha's warning come too late? The trailer ends with a shot of a flickering candlelight. The flame shakes as if it's about to go out. The screen goes black. Then one sentence fades in. Some stories don't get a second chance. Fans are divided. Some believe it's a farewell. Others are holding on to hope that Emmett is alive and this is all a setup for a major twist. But one thing is certain, the next episode is going to break hearts, one way or another. It begins with rain. Cold, heavy drops falling on the cracked streets of Chicago. There's no music, just the sound of thunder in the distance. The opening shot of the trailer shows a dark alley with red and blue lights flashing in the background. A crowd has gathered, but no one speaks. All we hear is the faint buzz of radios and someone sobbing. Then the screen cuts to black. Just 5 seconds in, and the mood is already heavy, chilling, and deeply emotional. This isn't just another episode. It feels like the start of something heartbreaking. Right after that, the camera focuses on Keisha. She's sitting on a couch with her back hunched forward, her arms wrapped tightly around herself. Her face looks pale, broken. Her eyes stare at nothing. She's not talking. She's not crying. She's just there, like she's waiting for the world to fall apart. In the corner of the room, the lamp flickers. There's a knock at the door, but she doesn't move. The silence in the room says more than any words ever could. This is not just sadness. This is grief before confirmation. It's the terrifying moment between hope and devastation. The trailer then cuts to Douda walking out of a hospital elevator. Her steps are slow, like she's dragging a mountain behind her. Her hands shake as she pulls out her phone and checks it, but the screen is cracked, and she doesn't even seem to notice. Her face looks hollow, not a single word leaves her mouth. But the expression on her face? It tells the audience everything. She knows something. And it's not good. Next comes a brief flash of Tiffany. She's holding her son close, whispering something into his ear. The boy just nods, burying his head in her neck. The room is dimly lit, with children's toys scattered on the floor. But what truly grabs attention is Tiffany's eyes. They aren't full of tears, they're full of fear. Fear that something permanent has happened, and that she now has to prepare for a world without Emmett. Then there's Darnell, standing outside his car. He's not pacing. He's not yelling. He's just standing still, hands clenched, staring at the ground. A single tear falls down his cheek, and he wipes it away fast, like no one should see it. For a man who's seen so much, that tear means something. It means this pain cuts deeper than ever before. All these scenes happen within the first 30 seconds of the trailer. And the one thing that ties them all together is the absence of Emmett. Not one image, not one voice, it's like he's already gone. And that's what makes it so powerful. The showrunners didn't need to show violence or blood to make fans panic. They just used silence. They let the reactions of loved ones speak for themselves. And that silence has become the loudest scream in the She universe right now. But there's more. At the 35-second mark, the trailer finally shows police tape. A crowd of neighbors stands nearby, whispering. We see someone's shoes lying on the sidewalk, classic Jordans. The camera doesn't zoom in. It doesn't need to. Fans already know those are Emmett's, and that shot alone has caused a storm online. Is he dead? Is he badly hurt? Or is this all a trick to make viewers think the worst? What makes this trailer different from the rest is that it doesn't follow the usual format. There's no dramatic music, no narration, no gunshots shown directly. Instead, it's all about what you don't see. No blood. No crime scene, no confirmed loss. Just fear. And that fear is more real, more painful, and more effective than anything else. As the trailer closes, the final image is a slow-motion shot of a burning photograph. It's a picture of Emmett, Keisha, and their son smiling together at a barbecue. The fire eats away at the edges until only the child's face remains untouched. That moment has left fans in pieces. It's like a visual message from the writers: something precious is about to be taken away. Now everyone's holding their breath. Is this truly Emmett's end? Or is this just the beginning of a new chapter, filled with revenge, pain, and survival? Asterisk, sometimes it's not the words that tell the truth, it's the eyes. And in this trailer, every face tells a story more heartbreaking than any script. The third part of the trailer focuses closely on the expressions of Emmett's loved ones, and what they reveal might be the most powerful part of all. These aren't just sad looks. These are faces of people who have lost something, or someone. The kind of grief that doesn't need to be explained. It just exists, heavy, silent, and real. The camera lingers on Keisha for longer this time. She's in the kitchen holding a cup that she never drinks from. Her fingers grip the edge like it's the only thing keeping her standing. Her lips tremble as if she's about to speak, but nothing comes out. She blinks slowly, as if each moment is too painful to live in. Then her hand moves to her stomach. It's a gesture only a mother would make, like she's trying to protect herself from breaking. And right then, fans start asking, is she remembering the moment Emmett left? Or is she realizing he might not be coming back? Next, the screen shifts to Douda, and the difference in her is shocking. The woman who has always been strong, always been the pillar for everyone else, now looks like she's falling apart from the inside. She's sitting alone in a waiting room. Her head is tilted back, eyes closed, but tears are leaking from the corners. Her lips are moving, barely, whispering something again and again. A prayer? A name? Maybe just one word. Please. That moment makes even the strongest fans tear up. Because when a mother is that still, it means the storm is happening inside. Darnell appears again, but this time he's with Trig. No words are spoken between them, but Darnell's face shows something we haven't seen before: guilt. His eyes shift side to side like he's trying to avoid Trig's gaze. His mouth opens slightly like he's about to confess something, but then he swallows it down. The camera focuses on his clenched jaw and furrowed brow. He knows something and he hates himself for it. What did he do or fail to do that led to this moment? Then there's Victor. His face has always been a mask, calm and control, politician trying to fix the city, but not now. His face is hard, cold, full of quiet rage. He doesn't blink as he stares at a wall covered in photos of the community, of old friends, of Emmett. His eyes lock onto one photo of them smiling together. He rips it down. His fists shake. And then he mutters just one sentence. It went too far. That expression, that moment, has Fence convinced Victor is preparing for war. Even Papa, usually the comic relief, shows a new side. In one scene, he's standing outside Smokey's BBQ, looking inside. The place is closed, empty. He pulls out his phone, stares at it, and then sighs before putting it away. His face is one of helplessness, like he wants to fix things but can't. His shoulders sag and he walks away without saying anything. The world feels broken, and even Papa can't find the right words to hold it together. But the most haunting image is the one that comes just before the trailer ends. It's a flashback. We see Emmett alive, smiling, joking with Keisha as he grills food. The sun is shining, laughter fills the air, and everything looks perfect. Then the screen quickly cuts back to Keisha's present-day face, tears falling freely now. That contrast hits hard. The joy of yesterday next to the pain of today. It's a reminder of what's been lost. Or what might be lost very soon. The showrunners have cleverly used facial expressions to build tension without revealing any answers. It's the oldest trick in storytelling, but when done right, it hits like a punch to the chest. No one says, Emmett is dead. No one says, he's safe. But the way they look, the way they hold themselves, that tells us everything we need to feel. And maybe that's the most painful part. Asterisk, it's what we don't see that haunts us the most. In this trailer, the loudest moment comes without a single frame showing violence. No bodies, no guns, just a sound one sharp gunshot. Followed by silence so heavy it feels like time itself has stopped. And then sirens, chaos, and faces frozen in fear. But no one says what happened. The trailer refuses to show it. And that silence, that absence? It's worse than seeing blood. Somewhere around the 50-second mark, we hear it, one distant pop. Then another. Then the scream of a woman, muffled and sharp, like it was caught mid-breath. But instead of cutting to a crime scene, the screen shows shadows moving fast through a narrow hallway. The camera shakes slightly. Lights flicker above. A sense of panic is everywhere, but still, no explanation. That's when fans realize something serious happened off-screen. Something the creators chose not to show. Why? Because the fear of the unknown always lingers longer. The very next scene is back on Keisha. She drops something, a phone maybe, and falls to her knees. Her hands cover her mouth and her entire body shakes. It's the kind of reaction you don't fake. The kind that only happens when something inside you breaks. Still, no one says a name. Not once. The trailer keeps Emmett's fate a mystery, but it's written in every tear. Then there's the police scanner voice in the background. If you listen closely, you hear shots reported near Roosevelt and 29th, male on the ground. Units responding. It's quick, blurry, almost easy to miss. But fans caught it, and now they're connecting the dots. That's close to where Emmett was last seen in the previous episode, storming off after his fight with Douda. So, did Douda finally pull the trigger? Or did someone else strike first? Douda does appear briefly in the trailer, and that moment sends chills down the spine. He's sitting alone in the dark, smoking slowly. His face shows no fear, no regret. Just calm, dead calm. He looks straight ahead and says, he was warned. Just those 3 words, and the screen cuts. Is it about Emmett? Is it about someone else? The timing is too perfect to ignore. It feels like Douda already knows what happened, maybe even ordered it. And if that's true, there's no coming back. Victor is seen again, walking through a hallway with blood. On his sleeve, he doesn't look injured. He looks focused, like a man with a plan. There's tension in every step. He doesn't speak, but his movements are loud with purpose. At one point, he opens a metal drawer and pulls out a gun. Just the way his hand trembles tells you this isn't justice, it's personal. Whatever happened, Victor is ready to answer it. With fire, if he must. Meanwhile, Trig is shown standing outside a building with broken glass and flashing lights. He's pacing, breathing hard. His hand is pressed against his chest. For a second, it looks like he might be hurt. But then we see it's not blood. It's Emmett's hoodie. He's holding it like it's a relic from the past. Like it's all that's left. Fans noticed immediately. It's the same hoodie Emmett wore in last week's episode when he walked out the door. Alive, the entire trailer uses this masterful technique hinting at the horror without ever showing it. That off-screen violence becomes more terrifying than any scene of action. It leaves room for the audience's imagination to do the damage. And that's what keeps viewers up at night. The questions that linger. Was Emmett the man on the ground? Was he shot? Did he survive? Or was this a setup for something even bigger? The final seconds of the trailer are dead silent. The screen goes black, and then, faintly, you hear a voice. It's Emmett's, or maybe just a memory. He says, "Not everyone walks away." And then it's gone. That line is now burned into the hearts of fans. It's unclear if it's from the past or a message from beyond. But one thing is certain, something life-changing happened off-screen, and the Chi is making us feel every moment of it without showing us a single drop of blood.